Salutations from Wizard Studios. I am the Wizard. We got a news episode. Let's get right into it. Alright, first up, Khabib says Conor is not a real contender. He says all he is about drama and money. Not a real contender. So, what do we think about this? Well, first of all, if you believe what all the other people are saying, Conor is a real contender, right? And, you know, a lot of them are making some good points. I mean, he did win the interim belt at featherweight, the featherweight championship, and the lightweight championship. Now, that was some time ago. He came back, and he went a bunch of rounds with Floyd Mayweather in a completely different sport. And then he came back and fought Khabib, and he got beat handedly. Since then, he has beat Cowboy Cerrone, but that was up a weight class. But now we're hearing rumblings that he's going to fight Justin Gaethje. Now, all I have to say about this is this needs to happen at 155 pounds, not 170 pounds. All this mess about being a 155er but fighting 155ers at 170, I don't want to watch that happen. I don't want to be a part of watching that happen. That's just it makes me feel uncomfortable, because some of these guys fight at 155 because they are natural 155ers, and they won't pass up the opportunity to fight McGregor. It doesn't matter if he was a heavyweight. So we have to remember that Justin Gaethje is a natural 155er. His best weight class is at 155. If Conor McGregor wants to fight the best Justin Gaethje, it would be at 155 pounds. If Conor McGregor wants the upper hand on Justin Gaethje, by all means necessary, bloat him up, put a gut on him, and get him at 170. It'll be a lot slower. Should be easier to hit. But we'll see. That's just my opinion. I think that Justin Gaethje would be a lot tougher at 155. A lot tougher. Duke Roufus wants Felder Hooker rematch in Dublin August 15th. He even texted Dana White about it. I know they're looking for a main event for Dublin. He is the Irish Dragon. I guess let's make it happen, right? I mean, the first one was a great success. I don't know if Hooker wants that heat right away, though. Again, because he called out Gaethje. I know he wants to move up. I don't know if he'd fight Felder again, like back-to-back like that. Like, if I was Dan Hooker, I wouldn't. Jesus Christ. Come on. That's a tall order. He barely made it out of the first one. Why would he want to rematch him, right? I mean, why would you? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want that smoke again? I'm not saying Dan Hooker's scared of him. He's already gotten through that. Doesn't matter what you think of it, he already made it through. So, you have to think of it like that. He already made it through. Why do it again? Everybody's talking about, you know, we want a rematch, let's do a rematch. Dan Hooker has to agree to it. Dan Hooker made it through. Dan Hooker got the W. It's in Dan Hooker's best interest to keep moving along. Now, if the rematch does happen, and that would be awesome. I mean, that would be perfect. But I just don't see it happening. For that reason, and plus, I mean, he's a city kickboxing guy. It seems like the UFC is trying to promote those guys, you know. So, you know, Hooker got the win. I think that they'll try to get, you know, the next best, highest matchup for Hooker. The next top guy. The next top guy. Maybe if Kevin Lee wins, beats Oliveira. I know he's talking about Khabib's teammate, but heck, Dan Hooker is looking mighty good right now, and that would be, I believe, a favorable matchup for Kevin Lee, for sure. So, remember, you heard it here first from the Wizard guys. Khabib's cousin, Umar, is coming to the UFC. He's 24 years old. He's expected to fight at UFC 249 in Brooklyn in April. Now, this gentleman is 12-0 with 6 subs. Or, excuse me, I was wrong. 6 decisions, 5 submissions, and 1 KO TKO. This guy, alright, all seriousness, look out. He's a heck of a fighter. From everything that I've read, he should be a great bantamweight. Now, we'll see how good he is in the UFC. But from everything that I've seen, he should be a force. He should be a force. We'll see how he comes together. Now, the only thing is when you have guys like this that come from, you know, these big families, you know, like the Gracies, you know, like the Shamrock, you know, because all these guys have big shoes to fill, right? You had Frank had to fill Ken's shoes. You had all of the Gracies having to. It was just all. It makes for these guys a tougher transition, right? So we'll see how that affects them. But from what I'm hearing, it should be. He should be very, very capable. Isreal Adesanya is apologizing for his 9/11 comments. Alright guys, look, this is all I've got to say about this. Isreal Adesanya, we all know that he likes to talk a lot. It makes headlines, which makes him money. Conor McGregor does it. Colby Covington does it. A lot of people do it. Okay? Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people do this. Okay? A lot of people do this. So we shouldn't get on Isreal. It's not like he's some patriotic American. He lives halfway across the country. He apologized for it. Let's not jump on Isreal and hate on him. He's a good champion. He's undefeated. Excuse me. He is undefeated. He is absolutely deserving of everything that he has gotten. And I think that Isreal Adesanya did have a sincere apology. So, guys, just quit trying to find a reason to hate on this young man. Seriously. He's done nothing but win. We all want to support a winner, right? Well, you got one right here. And he's a champion. And he might be a really long reigning one. So you might just have to get used to it. Amanda Nunes is expected to defend her featherweight title at UFC 250 this May in Brazil. Now, that's going to be May 9th in Sao Paulo. Alright, guys? We all saw what happened at UFC Fight Night, Figueiredo versus Benavidez, with Felicia Spencer winning and Megan Anderson. It'll be one of them. It'll be one of them. If I had to guess, probably Felicia Spencer. But who knows? Maybe Megan gets the nod. I guess Felicia. Now, I think that this one is this fight is going to be the one. This card will be the one that's headlined by Henry Cejudo and Jose Aldo, I believe. So this should be an outstanding card, and Amanda Nunes will continue her reign. If I had to bet, if I'm a betting man, I would have to say that, because either one of those, Felicia or Megan, she'll probably be a huge favorite. Huge favorite. A motorcycle crash cancels UFC bantamweight bout at UFC 248. Movsar Evloev is out of scheduled fight against Jamal Emmers because of a bad motorcycle crash. Now, from everything that I've understood, this young gentleman I was excited to see this fight because this is supposed to be a good prospect. I haven't seen him fight yet. I'm not going to act like I have, seen this guy on the regionals. I haven't seen any of his fights. I was excited to see this one, but looks like he's going to be out for a while. These things happen. That's why, Dana White doesn't let people ride motorcycles during fight weeks. Sometimes he doesn't let some of his favorite fighters ride motorcycles at all, from what I hear. So we'll see. I hope he's not out long. We don't know how long he's going to be out yet. I was excited to see this young man. It just sucks. It sucks. But these guys train so hard and get ready for these things, and for something like this to happen, it's just a bummer. We'll see. We'll see how long he's going to be out for. USADA suspends Jessica Penne for 20 months for use of a banned substance. Now, alright guys, Jessica Penne, she's had her issues on and off with these banned substances. I don't know what to believe anymore, quite frankly. She put out that heartfelt post and asking people to help her. But it's like Daniel Cormier says, if you get caught so many times, what is there to believe? But hold on. We have all these people coming out saying that these USADA testing is so stringent that it's picking up stuff that it shouldn't be picking up. Right? That's what we're hearing. That just confuses everybody. That confuses everybody. Why? What are we supposed to believe as fans, as consumers of this product, when we keep getting told all of these different things, when we see some of our favorite athletes go through these heart-wrenching moments? I don't know. I really don't know. It's confusing. I'm sure it's frustrating for the athletes, but it's absolutely ridiculous, because it needs to be black and white, and by the way it looks, I don't know if it'll ever be that way. Like, it should be just a certain level, and it should just, I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about it, because I don't know. I don't even know how to, I don't even know where to begin. So it's all messed up. It's all messed up. But from the way it looks, she got off light. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. It's a mess. Zhang Weili has to flee China in order to train to her fight against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Now, we all know how bad the coronavirus is. You know, God help everybody that's affected by it. But thank goodness that this young lady got out of there, because I want to see this fight. I want to see this fight. She looks like a destroyer. I know Joanna wants that belt back. I know for a fact she wants that belt back. So, this is going to be I think this is going to be a stand-up war. I really do. And if you ask me, I think Joanna, may have the gas tank and may have the speed advantage, but Zhang probably has the power. Most definitely. We'll see. That's what the fight's for, right? Goodness, I am so ready. Now, I'm going to say this before I go on to the next. That whole gas mask thing by Joanna, that was hilarious. But it was wrong. But it was funny. But it was wrong. But it was funny. We'll leave it at that. Now, Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway are to headline UFC 251 in Perth, Australia, while Valentina versus Joanna Calderwood is to co-headline. This is still in the works. It's not official yet. By the way this looks, though, it's all going to happen. By the way this looks, this is all going to happen. So this is big. This is big. These Australia cards seem to be some of the biggest cards in UFC history. These Australia cards are freaking huge. So we'll see who all they get to fill out the rest of this. But as far as Max getting this immediate rematch, a lot of people have got a lot of different opinions about this. Max Holloway deserves the immediate rematch. I mean, let's just be honest. That's why he's getting it. Because he's the best featherweight of all time. Doesn't matter what you think of the first fight. It really doesn't. The guy deserves the immediate rematch. They went all 5 rounds in the first fight. We'll see if he can make the adjustments. If he can't, then hey, Volkanovski might be there for a long time. But to say that Max Holloway does not deserve the immediate rematch, well, that's just asinine. Ariel Helwani says that Jose Aldo getting title shot against Henry Cejudo isn't the worst title shot ever. That still belongs to Alexander Gustafsson after he got knocked out against Rumble and then fought DC. Well, Ariel, it's not that bad of a title shot. It's Jose Aldo. The guy's a legend. There's a lot of people that thought he won the fight. Okay, Aljamain Sterling's been out forever. So the talk about him getting it, I just think that, wait, never mind. Aljamain Sterling came back, so Aljamain Sterling came back, so yeah. Aljamain, yeah, he would be upset. I would be upset if I was Aljamain. I would be upset if I was Aljamain Sterling. And Peter Yan, but it's Jose Aldo. That's what I'm saying. Jose Aldo is a legend. He deserves everything that he gets. He's going to put people in the stands. That's what it's all about. That's why he's getting this. It's because he's a known name and for everything that he's accomplished. Now, and the thing is he's not like, it's not like he's going to get blown out of the water. This guy has a huge chance to win. Like, I may put money on Aldo. Like, this dude might be the betting favorite. Who knows? Who knows? All I'm saying is, do not sleep on Aldo, because he's the king of Rio, baby. And they are going to be in Brazil. And that crowd is going to be rocking. You better believe it. So all you Aldo haters, just back off. And Ariel, good story. Eddie Hearn copies Dana White's promotion tactic. All I have to say about this is, hey, if it works, why not? And it obviously works. You know, this might just prove that Dana White might be the best promoter in all of combat sports. I mean, this does prove it, right? Who is a better promoter in combat sports right now? I don't know of one. I do not know of one. And all of them are kissing Dana's feet, because he is making combat sports popular again. Like, bringing combat sports, like, front and center again. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. We all have him to thank. He took the UFC, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. And you got Eddie Hearn copying him. And Eddie Hearn's a great promoter. He's a great promoter. But Dana White's the best. And we see that again and again and again and again. Alright, on to the next. Michael Nate's former MMA fighter attempts to kidnap a girl outside a gym in Florida. Now, this was terrible. I believe he, from what I read, he went up to the girl's dad and was like, "Are you going to fight for your daughter?" And then they got into an altercation or something. And then after, I believe a bystander tried to help out, cops got there, and then at the police station, he like tried to get like a police officer's gun or weapon or something. This dude is off his rocker and probably deserves to be exactly where he is. So thank goodness authorities got this gentleman detained. Absolutely scary, and thank God that he did not get that young woman, that young girl. That's absolutely, what a terrible person. Terrible person. Glad that he's off the streets. Ngannou is not impressed with Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Now, I mean, when I read this, and I'm the type of guy that I don't think Ngannou is impressed with anybody unless they beat him, you know? Like, he's just like, phew, chump change. Like, what is this guy going to do to me type of person, you know? Like, Jairzinho's going to have to go in there immediately and get his respect, is what I feel like. He's just, it's like Ngannou's the bully of the heavyweight division almost, right? Like, this is my #1 contendership spot, and I dare anybody to come here and try to say it's theirs type of person. And you know, I mean, he's beaten everybody not named Stipe, right? And Derek Lewis, but does that really count? I don't know. But we'll see if Jairzinho can oppose a threat. But Ngannou stands firm. I'll tell you that right now. That dude does not look like he is moving anytime soon. Next up, Calvin Kattar is looking to put Jeremy Stephens away in every single round. We'll end on this one. Now, this is absolutely going to be a fantastic fight. Calvin Kattar, coming off of the Zabit loss, I believe, is one dangerous dude. One dangerous dude. He believes that fight should have been 5 rounds. He believes he was cheated. He has a point to prove. Jeremy Stephens has knockout power and is coming off of, I believe, 3 straight losses. So, this is interesting. This is the type of fight that, you know, like, this means something. Because Jeremy Stephens, if he loses another one, that'll be 4 in a row. I don't know if he's ever lost 4 in a row, but if he has, it's been a long time. Calvin Kattar is wanting to get back to the top, get the rematch with Zabit, and show the world that he is here to be champion. I truly believe that he wants that rematch with Zabit because he believes that he's the better fighter. So this is going to be fireworks. I'm so excited about this. I believe that I don't know who I'm going to pick yet. I have no idea. This is a coin flip fight right here, guys. But I will tell you this. Bang energy drinks there in the link below. Also, All American Hemp CBD gummies there in the link below. If you like this video, remember to like, and also, guys, subscribe to the channel for more MMA content, and we will see you later in the week.